reactions. What's the topic today? Look, you never know. It's DeeDeesReactions, real life reviews with a real one for sure.
So we're going to hop into it, you guys. I'm not going to keep y'all too long, but we're going to jump into it. As you guys see, the topic says big TikTok star sued for $1.75 million for a cheating affair plus more. Listen, I saw this on Pink Book Lessons channel. Make sure you support her channel. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. I want to play a little bit of this story because I've seen this for a while. I thought it was interesting that she was sued and you know, the woman's wife who she was, you know, the husband who she was cheating with, the wife sued her for cheating and ruining her family, and the wife actually won this case. This was crazy to me, baby. Listen, I say this all the time. Accountability is what's going to shift the narrative and change a lot of what people are doing out here. Holding people accountable is going to shift how a lot of these women move, and the reckless behavior that they you know, that they have. Because as long as you can do whatever you want and there's no accountability, people gonna keep doing it. As soon as there's consequences, then things are gonna start to change. You know, if you don't want to go to jail, or if you don't want to lose money, you won't have to change what you're doing. I'm just saying you're gonna have to change what you're doing. So that's just my thoughts on it, y'all. But make sure as you come into the building, hit the like button. Make sure you guys are doing that. So let's hop right into the story. I want you guys to chime in, let me know your thoughts on this one, because I thought this was crazy as hell. But let's get into it.
You're a TikTok star and a $1.75 million verdict that nearly ended with a fight outside the Durham County Courthouse. That was not the fight. That was the joy inside the courtroom. We're talking about the case of North Carolina TikToker Brene Montague. She was sued by her now husband's ex-wife. Tonight, a jury found Montague liable for destroying the couple's marriage. WR's Eric Miller was in court and has the story.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer, coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines.
She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children.
Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then-husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a two-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented her...
Look at her. Big, right? Ooh, Lord. Like, what? I'm going to get my 2 cents on this. I want to let this play out a little bit more, but ooh, Lord, that's a big TikToker. But look, I have my own opinions on this. Yeah, I think she was wrong for seducing that lady's husband, but he had to go willingly too, right? Am I tripping? Like, what, you know, what? You had to go willingly. Did she drag him by his dreadlocks and force him to be with her? He had to go willingly too. So you wanted to leave. You did your wife dirty too. That's just my thoughts. Let's continue.
Self in court slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
What a big fat lie. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. This is Brene of North Carolina, a really big TikToker that was wilding around with this other woman's husband, sleeping with her husband in their house, being very deceptive, according to the ex-wife, coming around befriending her, then using everything the wife told her to seduce her husband. On top of that, she was married to his cousin, and she really only did that to stay around him and get closer to him, started doing this double date mess with her ex-husband, him, and his wife and mother of his children, showing up with short clothes on, her big old behind hanging out, or showing up not wearing undergarments, which should be a crime for people like this. I mean, when I first saw this woman, I had no clue what was going on with her. I was thinking maybe she's pregnant or something. But no, that's really her. And I'm sorry, when it's set up like that, there's never an appropriate time that this woman should get online or go anywhere or be seen in public by anybody without the proper support on. I just don't get it. But she somehow seduced this low-value loser, broke up his relationship with his ex-wife and the mother of his kids, and now a very old law in North Carolina was used to punish Brene for her role in this situation.
I wonder if he did it for the money, and the attention. Like maybe he, she's a big TikToker, and maybe she made a lot of money, and he did it for the money. Maybe he wanted to come up off of her, and he was pushed to leave. I don't know, because I don't look like the wife looked better than her, in my opinion. I don't know what he was thinking and what attracted him to this big TikToker. I don't know. Like what was the draw? Maybe it was the money. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. Let's continue.
She was sued for $3 million, but the judge ordered her to pay $1.75 million, making it the third largest award in the state for this type of case. It's one big old soppy mess going on, featuring Brene, Tim, and his ex-wife Akira.
How do you maneuver with them big old titties like that? Like, how do you, God, don't they hold you down? Like, if they down to your stomach, like, how do you, I always wondered that, because I've, growing up, I've seen, aunts and stuff with big old, and then they have the bra with the three. Y'all ever seen the bra with the 3 slots? I always was curious about that. Do you have a third one? Oh, that's to catch the extra, the midriff part, like that falls in the middle, I guess. Jesus, I just was always curious. Like, does that hurt your back? Because I know some people complain of back pain when they have big, large ones like that. You can't, if that's her natural, I don't know. Anyway, y'all, let's continue.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brene's own TikToks and texts.
That says that my client was telling the truth.
The case hinged on 2 rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brene Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
And look at her.
Oh yeah, and she's still being super defiant. After all she's done, from slithering her behind into these people's marriage while she was still married to his cousin, both of them very low down people. She was violent towards Akira's grandmother and Akira, harassing her. I mean, it was all revealed in court what type of person Brene is. She's a whole witch. Very nasty. It was her nasty attitude and behavior that made it impossible for anybody on the jury to like her. And nobody believed her or Tim. It was really bad. Low down Tim came to court as her witness. After all, now he's supposedly her husband. Really bad. But after all that, she and her mama got on social media telling everybody Akira won't get a dime from her. But I got big news for Big Brene, not the little one. You the big boss B, right, Brene? Well, you better get ready to cough up those big bucks. Because nothing is going to get you out of this lawsuit. The most she could do is appeal, and she's not going to be successful there either. So there's nothing to do but pay this woman. And bankruptcy can't even save you. We're talking about the type of judgment that can't be wiped out even through bankruptcy. So run around talking about you not about to pay somebody, you're setting yourself up for more disaster. But yeah, Brene, who's now married to this loser, said he was worth it. And that was a part of my second set of thoughts. I hope it was worth it. Worth $1.75 million.
Now let's see if they gonna stay together. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. Let's see if they gonna stay together. Like, you did all of that. You got him now. Is he gonna help you pay that $1.75 million to his ex-wife? Like, what was he thinking? Like, this is why I say, sometimes this is why I say, listen, foolery happens on both sides. People tend to think that I just sit here and just condone everything a man. No, if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter who you are. Man, woman, grizzly bear, hell, hyena, it could be Octavius could do something wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't care if it's Glatavius or Pukisha. If you're wrong, you're wrong. That's it. That's it. Right is right, wrong is wrong. No matter who it is. But you know, once again, this whole situation, I blame the big girl who so-called took the man, and I believe I blame the husband, because you had to go along with it. I don't care if she threw them big things on you or not. You the one had to say yay or nay. You the one had to decide, is this worth breaking up my family for? Is this worth breaking up my household? Is it worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, what are you really getting out of it? So to me, I just think it had to be some type of money involved, because it couldn't be just the big boobs. Like, it had to be something else. Like, I think the wife is prettier anyway, but what was going on? So if their relationship was ending or whatever, couldn't you have waited till y'all got the divorce was final, to make sure that you're not doing anything crazy? So once the divorce was final and y'all were split up for real and legal and on paper, then you can move on with the big titty broad if you wanted to, because now y'all are legally divorced. I don't think she could sue you after that. Once she, especially if she filed and it's all cleared and done, now you can go on with big booby if you want to, but it's just crazy.